Hello, I'm a little dressed down today because I am off duty. I am not ministering. I just want to have a talk with my viewers, my family. Sometimes I wonder if I reveal too much. I wonder sometimes if people wonder if I reveal too much. There is something I want to tell you about my channel, Things Jamaican, and I could just make the announcement, tell you what it is, and be over with. But I feel I want to give you the details because you, to me, feel more than just viewers. You feel like my family. We have been together at this for the past 5 years. I belong to a closely knit family, my blood relatives, but they have no interest in Watchtower examination, and you will understand this more than they will. I'm going to be making reference to 2 videos that I did in the past. Video 94, where I appeared on national TV in Jamaica with an ex-Jehovah's Witness. And more recently, video 634, where I related to you some challenges and some questions I've been pondering in my mind about the way forward with this channel. There is something interesting I have to tell you regarding video 94. On national TV with a former Jehovah's Witness. Many of you do not know that I actually started university, but I was forced to withdraw. The course I was studying was mass communication. My ambition was to become a journalist. And there are some journalists in Jamaica that I admire and emulate. The late Wilmot Perkins, the best talk show host, the best analyst, the best commentator I have ever seen on political and current affairs.
He stood up in Parliament and said that a corrupt police force cannot investigate corruption.
Then there's the Emmy Award winning Cliff Hughes. And then there is Ian Boyne.
Thanks for joining us for Religious Hard Talk. I'm Ian Boyne.
Ian Boyne was the host of the program Religious Hard Talk that I appeared on with a former witness.
Winston Gillen has been studying the movement. He's a Seventh-day Adventist. And he has a number of videos online under the Watchtower examination blog. He's spending a lot of time in touch with people. There are people leaving the movement because of the work that he has done.
So, interestingly, this channel, Watchtower Examination, actually landed me on national TV because that is how I was made known to Boyne and why I was invited to the channel. Now, something rather interesting happened. What I find interesting about Ian Boyne is that he represents a lot of who I am. He and I have a few things in common. First, my interest in journalism, but there is a common view among many Christians that Christians are not a part of the world, and so we should not get caught up in politics and discussing current affairs. Just the very discussion of politics, people believe that is taboo for Christians. I don't get it. Before I am a Christian, I am a Jamaican. I live in a country. Decisions made by politics affect my life. And so Ian Boyne subscribes to the very same principle. And he really knew how to balance things. He had 2 programs on television. Religious Hard Talk, where he's discussing religion, and there's Profile, where he's interviewing prominent persons, giving, basically an overview of their lives. But he also writes for one of the leading newspapers in Jamaica, the Jamaica Gleaner. He is a columnist and a political commentator. And he does a very good job balancing all 3. And I felt I wanted to walk in his footsteps, but something interesting happened where Ian Boyne and myself are concerned. When I appeared on the program, naturally, we met before we did the actual shooting. And he interviewed me. He told me after watching the channel that I have a good voice for radio, and he was encouraging me to go into journalism. And I thought that was interesting because I told him that he actually commended me for something else. He wrote an article in the Gleaner where he made specific mention of me. He did not know who the person was, but he was making reference to some videos that I did campaigning for someone. He was impressed with the delivery, and he thought it was very good. So it was rather interesting that while he was commending me for Watchtower examination, I reminded him, no, not remind him, I informed him that I was the one who did the videos that he commended in his Gleaner article. The long and short of it is that Boyne told me to pursue that vision that I have. But I have not really. Until Ian Boyne died. Just a few days ago, I decided to pursue that dream. Now, I'm telling you all of this for a reason. Like Boyne, I have multiple interests, but my greatest passion is this ministry. And I have been struggling to find a way to balance my interests. And I felt as though I just cannot. Why? Because this ministry takes so much time, not to mention it has also become my source of living, my source of income. But as I indicated in the video Crossroads, what I find is that if I am going to make any income from this that I can live on, I have to produce videos like every day, multiple videos per day in order to bring my income up. Now, I would want to make something clear. I am not poor, I am not impoverished, I am not suffering, I am not struggling really to survive. I give God thanks because I'm blessed. Between this ministry and you supporters giving donations to the cause, I earn between $600 to $1,000 per month, which is enough to live off, meaning I put food on the table, I pay my bills, and I'm able to treat myself to a $50 suit from time to time. But when it comes on to really important stuff that I would like to do, I cannot afford. But the interesting thing is, it is within me to significantly increase my income. But the question is, how do I do it? Because I really, really don't want to pull away from this ministry. But not to mention, I'm really not doing this ministry the way I want to do it. I don't want to be forced to be doing 2 or 3 videos per day just to keep an income up when I want to find the time to respond to emails, to respond to comments on the videos. I find I can't do it because if I spend the time doing that, then my income drops. So I thought that what I would do is provide content. While I was doing my courses at university, a lecturer said something to me one day I've never forgotten. To the class, she said, "You people are journalists. You are upcoming journalists. You need to start providing content." So when I started providing content on this channel, I never, ever thought, because my lecturer never mentioned it as such, never thought about income. I was just thinking about providing content. But now I find that I can provide content, earn a living. So I thought to myself, all right, this is what I will do. If I could create another channel, Things Jamaican, where I produce other videos that take far less time to do, that could be another source of income that is bringing the income up, so I can now find the time to really spend with this channel. But Things Jamaican has not been successful. I've been appealing to persons for months to subscribe because I need 1,000 subscribers before I can earn $1 from it. And until now, I can't get to 1,000 subscribers. Not to mention, when you look at the videos, there's only one video on the channel that ever got 1,000 views, and that was the channel trailer that was put up a few years ago. So the reality is, let's face it, people are not really interested in hearing things about Jamaica. The other interest that I have, people are generally far more interested in that. There's a much wider audience that is interested in political and current affairs, that if I were to provide content there, it would be easier to get 1,000 subscribers. It would be easier to get an additional source of income from it. The beauty about it is that those videos take little time to do. I don't have to do a lot of research. I don't have to do a lot of editing. I can just do a short video for 5 minutes and that's it. These videos for the Watchtower examination channel take far more time. I don't like to just mention the scriptures. I don't like to just say the Watchtower says. I much prefer to give you the scriptures, to give you the quotations from the Watchtower, etc. That takes creating visual aids, and the long and short of it, it takes a lot of time to edit. I am now about to do some upgrades with my equipment. I'm going to be able to produce videos much more efficiently, because among the things that I will be acquiring is a teleprompter where I'll be able to script the videos and flow much more in presenting it and spending less time editing errors. You would not know the amount of foul-ups, bleeps and blunders that I edit from the videos, because it's not easy when you are just speaking before the camera things from your head. It is much easier, much smoother when you do a script. So I'm looking forward to all that efficiency. And so I have decided to change the Things Jamaican channel to the PRENTO ANALYST. Now, this is the reason I'm explaining all of this to you, the reason I'm giving you the details. I could have just started a brand new channel from scratch, but I decided to make the switch from Things Jamaican to the PRENTO ANALYST. But it brings up an ethical question that I wish to discuss with you. If you subscribe to a channel to hear about Jamaica, only to now be hearing about politics, it would not be ethical. And I can understand, therefore, if you feel then that you want to unsubscribe from the channel. I just want to ask of you a favor to stay subscribed at least until I'm over 1,000 subscribers. Then you can remove yourselves, if that is okay with you. Now, as I said, I give God thanks that through this ministry I am making a living. But there are some important things that I want to afford that I can't afford. If I have to do a surgery now, I can't afford it. I want to be able to buy my daughter a ticket to come look for me at times. I can't afford it. I'd love to be able to, if I want to, just buy myself a ticket, go abroad to spend time with my child. So these are the important things I want to do that I can't afford. I want to leave this apartment. I want to find a more quiet environment where I can have more of a studio setting, where I don't have to be waiting for the place to be quiet before I can shoot. So all of these things take money. But what I see happening with this channel is that this will be an additional income source. So as I said, now I can really pace my time better to really invest, to do this ministry the way I really want to do it. So once again, I'm asking you, do not unsubscribe if you do not have to. But if you choose to, I understand, because what you subscribed to was not the PRENTO ANALYST. So thanks for watching. I hope you understand. I hope that you will stay subscribed. I hope that those of you who might not have subscribed to Things Jamaican may be inspired to subscribe to the PRENTO ANALYST. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day.
May the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ and the love of God and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with you all.